Hello, Orville Nation. This is a Nerd TV news brief, a what's news for Orville Nation, and we're just wanted to cover very briefly. Here we see the live stream from the live feed from NASA TV, of the astronauts doing their spacewalk today, and it was a 6+ hour spacewalk, and they're just wrapping up. You see them coming in from the airlock. You see the two astronauts helping two other astronauts enter the airlock. And one of the reasons we're covering this, because we want to cover a lot of NASA stuff, but other than that, the first astronaut to arrive at the space station from on a SpaceX, on a private rocket, on the SpaceX Dragon, is Bob Behnken, and Bob Behnken was one of the astronauts today who was on the spacewalk. So a fascinating, development for space travel in general. We now have astronauts who are working on the ISS that have been launched to the ISS via private sector rockets. And I just want to really quick, just talk about if I can just get it right. There we are. Okay. There we are. So today, Friday, June 26th, NASA astronauts Chris Cassidy and Bob Behnken, will begin have already completed the 228th spacewalk for the ISS, and they were performing maintenance and upgrades. Astronauts Cassidy and Behnken exited the ISS through the Quest airlock to replace aging nickel hydrogen batteries for one of two power channels on the far starboard truss, with new lithium-ion batteries that arrived on a Japanese cargo spacecraft last month. So they were out there for 6 hours, and plus, I think it's probably almost 7 hours. And as you can see, their colleagues are helping them. Their colleagues, one of the colleagues who's helping them is the other astronaut, Doug Hurley from the also from the SpaceX mission a couple weeks ago. So, and of course, this is an international. The ISS is an international collaboration. There are members of the crew from various countries, including Russia, the European Union, etc. So, one second. Okay. Let's see. All right. So basically, yeah, this is just a news brief. We're going to be doing a lot of these news briefs just to connect you to content. And I am putting up in the chat here the link to the full stream. Now, to watching a spacewalk can be something that can be, it's very long. But it's interesting to. It's something very interesting to have in the background while you're working, and interesting moments come up. You can take a peek. So it's great nerd content to have in the background while you're working. I know a lot of you guys are used to watching a stream while you're working, but a YouTube stream. This is a great YouTube stream to have while you are working. And let me just put that up let's just put that up again one more time. And I'm putting the link in. This is the live NASA stream. This is the live NASA stream of the 2 astronauts who have come back in, and they're being helped off with their gear. So they've been out there for 6 hours and 6+ hours, almost 7 hours, I think. And the first astronaut to arrive at the ISS space station, Bob Behnken, has completed his first spacewalk. And I just wondered, these guys really deserve our attention. Let me just read Bob Behnken's biography. Robert Louis Bob Behnken is a NASA astronaut engineer and former chief of the astronaut office. Behnken holds a PhD in mechanical engineering and the rank of colonel in the U.S. Air Force, where he served before joining NASA in 2000. He flew aboard space shuttle missions STS-123 and STS-130 as a mission specialist, accumulating over 708 hours in space, including 37 hours of spacewalk time. That's a lot. 37 hours of spacewalk time is a lot. He is married to a fellow astronaut. Oh, Megan MacArthur. Interesting. Wow. Following retirement of the space shuttle, Behnken was chief of the astronaut office from 2012 to 2015, assigned to the SpaceX Dragon capsule in 2018 as part of NASA's commercial crew program with SpaceX. Behnken launched aboard the spacecraft's first crew mission with fellow astronaut Doug Hurley on May 30th, 2020. We saw where you guys saw we covered one of the scrubbed the scrub launch that they did, the one that they couldn't go up. The mission Crew Dragon Demo 2 took Behnken and Hurley to the International Space Station, where they docked and will stay for several weeks. Behnken is scheduled to perform at least 2 spacewalks during this stay at the ISS. And I think this was the first spacewalk, if I'm not mistaken. I think this was the first spacewalk. So, guys, check it out. Check it out. I'm putting the link. I am putting the link. You guys already know what it is. It's the NASA live stream link, but it's in the chat in case you guys want to check this out. Their stream is going to continue for another hour, if I'm not mistaken. But the entire spacewalk is there. Again, watching a spacewalk is not easy to watch because it's very long. It's very long. But it's nice to have. I recommend it to have on the background. There's some moments that are very interesting. You can just take, if you're working on something, you can take a peek at it. So we're going to be doing a lot more of these Nerd TV news briefs for Orville Nation and for Nerd TV. And just want to connect you guys to great content. And somebody just say hello to Louise and Adega and a few other people who are in the chat. Just connecting you guys to great content. This content it's free to watch, and I think it's very interesting to our community. And I think people in our community appreciate this content. So check out the link, the NASA live stream link. And again, they're going to be streaming for another 45 minutes or an hour, if I'm not mistaken. And you're going to see them probably in the next few minutes. They're probably going to help the astronauts off of their gear because they've been out there for 6.5 hours. So you guys all have a great day, a great Friday, and we will be having a lot more of these Nerd TV news briefs. So on behalf of Nerd TV and Orville Nation, you guys have an awesome day.